Hello, grade 5. This is Miss Susan. Today's episode is about quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals is a word consists of two parts. Quad means four, lateral means sides. So we're gonna speak today about all four-sided shapes. Lesson 11-3. And our essential question is how can we classify and compare quadrilaterals? So let's start and see. Hello, Weathered.
Howdy, folks. I've just been admiring the new doghouse the neighbors built. Hey, I wonder how we could describe the shapes that make the roof of this doghouse. Take a look. Let's see. This panel of the roof has four sides. Hey, that means it is a quadrilateral. The opposite sides match in length, but all four sides are not the same length. All the angles are the same. I wonder what type of quadrilateral this is. Can you help me figure it out? Let's go take a look.
Let's see how you can classify different types of quadrilaterals.
First, let's read together.
A seating chart for a baseball field has many four-sided figures, or quadrilaterals. What types of quadrilaterals can you find in the seating chart? Let's unlock this problem. There are special types of quadrilaterals. You can classify quadrilaterals by their properties, such as parallel sides and perpendicular sides. Parallel lines are lines that are always the same distance apart. Perpendicular lines are lines that intersect to form four right angles. A quadrilateral has four sides and four angles.
Let's complete the sentences that describe the different types of quadrilaterals.
So, this shape is called a trapezoid. It's a type of a quadrilateral, of course, because it has four sides, but with at least one pair of what? He said we can classify sides by the word parallel or perpendicular. So, we have here how many pairs of parallel sides? Is this side and this side are parallel? No. Is this side and this side are parallel? Yes, so we have only one pair of parallel sides.
A trapezoid has at least one pair of parallel sides. Let's look at a parallelogram.
This shape is parallelogram. It has many parallel sides, so every opposite sides are parallel. So a parallelogram is a special trapezoid with opposite what? Opposite sides that are parallel and what? Are they equal inside? Yeah, they are equal in size or in length. And this means we can use the word congruent. Congruent means alike, identical, typical, or equal in length and size. So, let's complete again. A parallelogram is a special trapezoid with opposite what? Sides that are congruent and parallel.
A parallelogram is a special trapezoid with opposite sides that are congruent and parallel.
Now let's look at a rectangle.
Okay, rectangle, every opposite sides are parallel and congruent. And it has how many right angles? It has four right angles. So let's complete the sentence. A rectangle is a special parallelogram with how many right angles? 4 right angles and 4 pairs of what sides? Can we say 4 congruent sides? Are they all equal in the length? No. 4 pair of parallel sides. Are they all parallel? No. So let's see the third word. Are they 4 perpendicular sides? Yes, we have 4 perpendicular sides. This side with this side are perpendicular. This side and this side are perpendicular. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in all. So we're gonna use the word perpendicular sides.
A rectangle is a type of parallelogram. It has 4 right angles and 4 pairs of perpendicular sides. Another type of parallelogram is a rhombus.
Okay, a rhombus is a special parallelogram with how many congruent sides? So every opposite sides are parallel. That's why it looks like the parallelogram. However, its all sides are equal. Equal here, we use the word congruent.
A rhombus has 4 congruent sides. Next, let's take a look at a square.
Okay, a square is a special parallelogram with how many congruent sides? How many equal sides? 4. And how many right angles? Right angles we have also 4.
A square is also a parallelogram. It has 4 congruent sides and 4 right angles. Now, let's look at the types of quadrilaterals found in the seating chart.
There are trapezoids, parallelograms, rectangles, rhombuses, and squares.
You can use a Venn diagram to sort quadrilaterals and find out how they are related. Let's sort the quadrilaterals.
First, let's separate the trapezoids and the parallelograms.
Okay, first, the biggest circle which contains all types of quadrilaterals, it's called quadrilaterals. Inside the quadrilaterals, the first biggest circle is trapezoids.
A trapezoid has at least 1 pair of parallel sides.
These shapes are trapezoids.
Which quadrilaterals are parallelograms?
Inside trapezoids, there is a little bit smaller circle which called parallelogram.
A parallelogram is a special type of trapezoid that has 2 pairs of parallel sides.
So first quadrilaterals. Inside quadrilaterals there are trapezoids. Inside trapezoids, parallelograms. And these are the shapes of parallelograms.
So these shapes are parallelograms. Now let's take a closer look at the parallelograms. Rectangles are one type of parallelogram.
So inside the parallelograms, there are 2 types of shapes, rectangles and rhombuses. So first to speak about rectangles.
A rectangle is a special parallelogram with 4 right angles and 2 pairs of perpendicular sides. These are rectangles.
A rhombus is also a type of parallelogram.
A rhombus is a special parallelogram with 4 congruent sides.
So these are rhombuses.
Finally, let's look at the squares.
A square is both a rhombus and a rectangle. It has the 4 congruent sides of a rhombus and the 4 right angles of a rectangle. These are both squares. The diagram is now complete. The remaining shapes do not fit into any of the categories.
Okay, so let's recap it again. The Venn diagram speaks about all types of quadrilaterals. Inside the types of quadrilaterals, there are the trapezoids. Okay, so this is the biggest form of quadrilaterals. Inside trapezoids, there are parallelograms. Parallelograms has two pairs of parallel sides. Inside the parallelograms, there are rectangles and rhombus. Rectangles has 4 right angles and has 2 pairs of parallel sides. The rhombus has 2 pairs of parallel sides, but all its sides are congruent, mean equal. And between the rhombus and rectangles, there are squares. So squares are both rhombus because it has 4 congruent and equal sides, and it's also rectangles because it has 4 right angles. So let's see an example.
There's often more than one way to classify a shape. Classify the quadrilateral in as many ways as possible. This quadrilateral has 4 congruent sides. Select all of the possible classifications for this shape. When you're ready, check your work.
Okay, so let's check and see. First, this shape is a rhombus because it has 2 pairs of parallel sides and it has all its sides are congruent. So this shape name is rhombus. Rhombus is a type of quadrilaterals, right? And inside the quadrilaterals, there are the biggest circle, which is trapezoids, right? And of course, the rhombus is a type of parallelogram because after trapezoid, there is a parallelogram. So let's again remember Venn diagram. First quadrilaterals, then trapezoid, then parallelogram, and inside the parallelogram, it's a rhombus. Is it a rectangle? No, because it hasn't 4 right angles. Is it a square? No, also because it doesn't have 4 right angles. So let's check and see.
Good job! The shape can be classified as a quadrilateral, a trapezoid, a parallelogram, and a rhombus.
Now try your homework on your own with the personal math trainer. It includes the exercise you saw at the beginning of the lesson.
Thank you, grade 5, for watching. Hope that you understood the lesson. Please enjoy your day and see you till tomorrow.
Thanks for helping me figure out the shape of the roof panel. See you soon.